Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Hello, everyone. My name is DryeGuy, and I'm here today with Malice the Fame. So, Malice, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am an artist and animator on YouTube. I make animations that sometimes make people laugh or cringe.
Interesting. So, can you give us a little bit of history behind your animation? Like, what got you into creating art, or, what was your first animation?
What got me into making art in general was the idea of being able to make something that hasn't been made before, I guess. I like to be able to discover new things or create new things when I was little, and that kind of shifted into animation and artwork in a way where it was like, at first, I wanted to make new characters and create stories about these characters and breathe life into these characters. And then I wasn't satisfied with that, so I wanted to do animation. And unfortunately, with animation, it's a hard, strenuous process that no one's willing to teach you. And unless you're going to college specifically for it, which at 10 years old I wasn't, I started looking at things like Windows Movie Maker and all the other good crappy programs to get myself started. And within the last 2 or 3 years, I've been working with Flash CS3. And that's kind of how my animation started evolving. My first animation, though, no longer on YouTube. It was a animation on Left 4 Dead 2, I believe.
Hmm. So, I'm guessing you were a very big Left 4 Dead fan when it first dropped, correct?
I was a big Left 4 Dead fan, and more so because of the fact that I liked Resident Evil, and at the time I wasn't getting a Resident Evil fix. So I was like, well, zombies, Left 4 Dead. I played the first one, which is also in the second one, so I'll just buy the second one. Yeah, so I kind of came off of that, to be honest.
Very, very interesting. So, along with doing your animations, can you discuss any, like, popular collaborative or singular animations you've done over the time that you take very much pride into doing?
I take a lot of pride in almost every single animation that I've done, even the non-collabs. I'm somebody who has not really wanted to take animations off my channel that are bad. I have had two channels before, and that's why my Left 4 Dead video is nowhere to be found, unless it's on this one as a re-upload. But I have not deleted any video unless there has been a very specific reason for that, other than the fact that the quality just sucks, because I wanted to show my growth. So every single one has been important to me, and I left them there to show people that you can go from something to something that you are happy with if you work hard. Collaborations, though, I've collaborated with DryeGuy.
Aw.
Voice actor. He voice acts a lot of my characters, and he does a lot of his own work, which helps fuel my inspiration for creating new characters, creating more situations to animate and things like that. And I've got a few voice actors that he's been able to let's just say round up for me here and there. So yeah, there's the voice actors, and then we've got a few animators that I've worked with. I've worked with 4 total. My first collaboration was specifically with Self 94, and I really liked that video that we did. A lot of people ask questions about it, and they're looking for details, specific details about it. And I think both me and Self don't want to go into details about the animation. It's also an animation that started to change the way I animate it altogether, which I like. And then not too long, actually no, I think a year after that, I shouldn't say not too long, I think it was the following year, this year, I did a collaboration with Arcade Fox and Lexi D and Sam the Rosen to the song Stay With Me, which I really, really like that collaboration because we got just a mix and match of like animations and small little snippets of a story going on. And I believe that we left it in a manner where the audience can interpret something that they want from it. I think aesthetically, it was just supposed to be something that was different, but working towards the same kind of thing, which is animated short for people. Sometimes the specifics aren't necessary when you make animations, and I believe that animation shows. And that is another animation that the evolution of how I draw in my animation started to change again. So, I mean, that was like the second stage. I've had like 3 stages of development within my animation, so it's pretty insane.
Okay. Now, one thing I'm definitely trying to figure out, and I think some of your other viewers also want to know this too if they don't know this already, is how did you come and meet, like, Lexi D or Arcade Fox? Was there a certain, like, animations that you guys did first, or did they, like, approach you via YouTube, Newgrounds, or area that you worked on before you got on YouTube?
Newgrounds. I love Newgrounds because I don't talk about what I made for animations in Newgrounds. I don't think I ever will. This is prior to my new YouTube channel, and in between it's between my last one and my new YouTube channel. And my last one just went to hell. I forgot the email, and then when I remembered it, then years later, and I forgot it. I mean, I deleted everything. So I was like, no, done, starting over. But in between that little space, Newgrounds, ooh, don't want to talk about. How did I meet people like this? Honestly, the one thing I like about art and YouTube, which, let me tell you, YouTube's not forgiving for artists nowadays, is the fact that you have the opportunity to meet other creators and get to work in collaborations and just speak to some of them. I took a big interest in Self's artwork, I think, first, before anyone else's. And from there, I've seen another YouTuber who sometimes makes animations. Her name's Shadowlight. And I really like both of their artwork. Again, it kind of gave me a goal to work towards when it comes to developing my art style, working very hard at it. And Self's always encouraged me. I mean, she pops in once or twice to to try this or try that. And she's been a lot more silent as of yet because, life. So, but I won't go into details there. But she's always kind of moved around and gave me advice about my animation work. And then finally, when I got up to the point where I could work on that collab with her, I felt like I had made some immense improvements. I still needed to do more improvements, and I already had on the visual side outside of the animation. It's just I was still in the workshop phase of bringing that into animated form, which takes a while because you got to figure out how to layer things. So sometimes I could already have a new style I want to implement, but it could be a year later and I don't implement it because I have to figure it out how to make it work. So I think any communication between me and Self was kind of just random, I would say. It was fortunate. I was fortunate to be able to speak to her and be able to work on things together with her. And then there's Lexi D, Arcade Fox, and Kalinify, which they are known as the trio of awesome. And those 3 are really cool animators, and I think the same thing happened with them. They just kind of found themselves, and they worked on an animation 3-parter together. And I was like, oh my god, that's so amazing. And then I don't know which one of them looked at my artwork too. I think it could have been Keelan first. He was like, oh wait, you do artwork. I mean, that's amazing. I'm just like, alright, that's cool. And then a few weeks later, I put up another video. And I was like, oh, I want to try to draw something regarding the trio of awesome, just because I was like, inspired. I want to see if I can range my character. So I drew something. And I sent it their way, and it was just like, yeah, it was a good animation. So I was just like, I kind of want to draw something. I was a fan of them, and that's kind of when they're like, oh, hey, hello, like, you exist, welcome to our world. And I'm just like, oh, no. So, since Keelan's been gone for 2 years, I've been kind of like a fill-in until Keelan's comes back, I guess. No one can replace another person. So we're all anxious for Keelan to come back. He's doing something right now, some kind of trip in Okinawa. That he's been gone for 2 years doing. So I mean, like everyone misses him. So we had like a little Keelan puppet drawn to take his pace in the animations, and that's gonna happen them. And then Jaltoy too. Jaltoy's talked to me back and forth. I've gone to a lot of their streams, and oddly enough, it was kind of funny. I was watching one of their playthroughs of Splatoon, and I was like, I want to do a gameplay, a playthrough of Splatoon because I really want to play this game. It looks really good. So before I did, I looked at Jaltoy's videos, and I had seen them for a long while. I believe while I was even in the Marine Corps, and I was like, okay, I want to try doing this. So I'll watch what they do. I mean, I like their channel, and I might as well watch them. And then during the video, I think I heard Dalton say something like, "Oh man, like no one can get the Rosalina amiibos because like people keep buying them and selling them at mass amounts." I'm just like, well, I may have bought a few of them, unfortunately. So I was like, you know what? Just for the hell of it, like he has a PO box and stuff. Like they joked about it, and they're like, I think Emmy said something like, "Send Dalton a Rosalina amiibo," and then Dalton was like, "Yeah, I'll give you a kiss." I'm just like, "Nah, I won't send it. Nah, I'm all good." Then I was like, "Nah, forget. I'll send it to him." So I sent it to him, and then like literally like, I guess the second they got it, I got like spam messages from them. And I was just like, I was trying to just give you a Rosalina amiibo, just it was no big deal. And I kind of made a friendship there with them, and they're really cool. Both of them do exactly what I wish I could do. Work evenly with another person as another animator, as a full-time kind of thing, rather than just be a singular animator. So that's kind of how I met everyone. Besides you, actually, let's talk about you real quick.
Oh, okay.
This is good too. So I'm sitting there, everyone's in the Mystery Skulls phase. I'm still hype about it. I mean, I can't wait for the next one. But so I'm just like, wow, I want to do some kind of Mystery Skull animation or something because I have the ability to do this. Like with these kind of characters, I already knew how to layer them and everything like that. So I'm just like, straight up, I'm gonna YouTube videos and stuff like that. And I seen a bunch of them, and then I finally came to DryeGuy's video of Bone to Pick with You, which is just a little short between Arthur and Lewis. And he did the voice acting for, and he usually voice acts comics and stuff like that. You guys know, you guys are here. But his video was great. I mean, I still love that video. It's probably one of my favorites still to this day. I have a few of them that are my favorite now. They're pretty tight, but it's one of my favorites. And I was like, no, that guy right there, I can't imagine anyone else who sounds like Lewis. And I was like, that's what I want. I want somebody who has some kind of understanding of what voices characters should have. So I sent him a message. I think I don't know how long. It was like a month or so.
It was near about 3 months, more or less, because like I wasn't checking my YouTube messages like I was supposed to, so that was my fault. Forgive me.
Well, it's totally fine, man. It's totally fine. I had no idea. I knew it was a while because I still had it in the back of my mind. And what's funny is I knew about it, but I didn't realize how much time had passed because of the fact that I didn't expect a response, but at the same time, I also I still had that in my mind, but I was working on the project at the time. And I just finished it, and all of a sudden, as soon as I finished that project, I shit you not, I uploaded, and then DryeGuy sends me a message saying, "Hey, hello, I would love to do this." And just like, well, I have work. So he sent me the voice. As soon as he sent me the voice acting for this, the very next day I put up the animation on it. That is literally my favorite part of our meeting. It's literally the same day. You gave me the voice acting for it. I worked on it from there to the next day, and it was already up. I believe it was up before you woke up too, and you were just like, "What?"
Yeah, I was like, "Whoa, that was kind of quick."
Yeah, I was. I was dead serious about that one. I was very happy to work on that animation. I know it's very short, but I really liked it because the voice acting's so perfect. It made it easy to kind of put an animation to. And sometimes I have to put a rush on my artwork or my animations because some people want the quantity when it comes to, okay, I'd rather have 3 animations a month, I'd rather have 4 animations a month, 5, 6, 7. They want a lot of animations. They want at least 3 or 2, I should say, just 2 a month. Like, that's where people are happy. And the thing is, that's damn near impossible with how I animate right now. Like, unless you want like a 15-second video, and like I said, it's about quantity at sometimes too with the animation. So I feel as though a minute-long animation is probably bare minimum, unless it's a really damn funny 45-second video, maybe. But it's about 45 seconds that people want to a minute minimum. So I will say that it's hard. I've done. I think last year, every month I put around 2 videos out a month, and that was backbreaking. Killer Lights was extremely backbreaking. Partners in Crime was a thing that I worked on every day for about 8 hours. And when I say every day, I mean weekends and everything. I worked on it endlessly because I was adapting a new style to my animation, and I didn't take time to work on that new style, so I had to just rush figuring out the style while I animated, as in like the layering and stuff like that, which is very hard to do. So it wouldn't be so hard for me to make animations like 2 a month if that's what people really wanted. But the thing is, they'll lose the quality of the animation. There's animators like Domix that people like their animations, but the thing is, Domix is Domix, and I don't want to be drawing like just lines and maybe a little bit color of hair. I'm not criticizing his work because his work is amazing and he's good at what he does. It's just not what I do. I like the full things and colors and stuff like that, and that takes time. That really does. And also, you'll notice that he has very little movement. I mean, with my animations, I guess I really amp up more movement. I just need to work on the fluidity, I believe, and a little bit of anatomy still. But that's just something I face. You know, it's tough. I have that aspect that I've got to deal with, and then I have the quality aspect. And so quality is a huge thing on YouTube, especially now that, you know, there's the change where there's in the algorithm where it's like the more watch time, the better your videos do. And as a YouTuber, I notice this because the more people I have that can see my videos, the more critique I can get, and I can know if I'm on the right track with my artwork. And I like the perspective that people give. But if I don't get those amount of people to watch it, then, you know, I lose kind of opinions. Like I'm happy with 10,000 like 10,000 views, 7,000 views per video. I'm overjoyed if I get that, because that gives me a wide scope, because not everyone comments. You can say maybe about 200 of those people comment, and maybe about 75 of those people give me actually constructive criticism and positive feedback. You know what I mean? And then I also like the good stuff too, but that's what I look for. So I don't know. That's weird because most people are just like, I want other things from it, but like whatever, you know.
Okay, that was quite informative. I love that. Now, something that's we're gonna kind of deviate away from like the YouTube life just a little bit, you know, get a little bit to know more about who you are. So tell us, you know, what kind of video games do you play? Because I know you're a Twitch player and you just recently got, you know, some VR games that you've been streaming on Twitch. Can you give a little bit more information about that, and also your YouTube gaming channel as well?
All right, so okay, well let's talk about the YouTube gaming channel, because that's the first thing I should address real quick. So the YouTube gaming channel is there, and I've played some gameplay, but I'm kind of putting a pause on that until my college is done, because I've got some things I got to figure out after college. So I'm gonna have to say that's just that right now. I'm planning to use it, but it's not going to be used for a while because people want animation from it. Like, that's what Twitch is for. So now we'll talk about Twitch a little. Twitch, I've been doing gameplays on Twitch, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to have a VR right now, the PSVR. And I absolutely love the idea of virtual reality. The vibe is nice, but I feel like like I said, as of like affordability maybe and quality, PSVR is something that multiple people can get. It's a little bit more attainable because if you already have a PS4, then it's not too bad to get a high quality VR headset. I want to be able to inform people. You know what I mean? If their expectation is I want longer games, then I can tell you before you buy it. You know, this is kind of the idea of what this game looks like. Quality-wise, this is what I'm seeing. If you're looking for length, then don't get it yet. If you're looking for this, then you definitely get it. I'd say length, they're gonna tackle that next year. When it comes to gaming, my biggest thing is right now VR or PSVR. But and the thing is that the PSVR is going to tackle length of games. I mean, like starting January. I mean, for Resident Evil is going to be the first one that's going to be really, really long. I should say Robinson the Journey is already long. I played Robinson the Journey for I have to count. I played it for 8 hours yesterday. They claimed it to be a 5-hour long game, and I'm still not done. Just saying, like Robinson the Journey, in my opinion, is pretty long. And that's without looking up things to do or trying to figure it out the cheap way. You get the experience. You can cheat on other games, but VR, come on, you just gotta wing it, you know. But I think that as of like before I skim over Robinson the Journey, literally, I guess that one of the most important things about me in gaming is I am someone who likes to play the games that I can see a lot of kind of artistic things in, and my favorite kind of games are either very inclusive or the story is just so compelling. Like I like Kingdom Hearts, which is extremely story compelling, but I'm just like that one guy who's just like everyone's like, yeah, Sora's the best, and then we've got those few Riku, fans. But I'm Team Roxas / Ventus, just saying, like, a lot of people look at me and they're just like, nah, he's just a ripoff of Sora. And then they ask me if I played the second game first, and I'm like, no, I played them in order. Legitimately, I played them in order. It's just I like Roxas better. So there's those ones. Robinson the Journey falls into that too, I should say. Just yesterday, I got a digital copy from Crytek of Robinson the Journey because I'm writing a review on Robinson the Journey right now, which is, outside of my work kind of thing. It's kind of work, but it's outside of YouTube at least. I like inclusive games like Smash Brothers. Definitely every single Smash Brothers, maybe besides Brawl. I mean, I like Brawl. I play it, but I mean, if I have to make a list, it's definitely on the bottom. Sorry to everyone who likes Brawl. I mean, I like the Ice Climbers, though. I mean, I'd be willing to get the Ice Climbers back anytime. But mainly those kind of games. I mean, Monster Hunter is another good one. And recently I've actually been playing Battlefield 1 as well. And that game is extremely compelling. I usually don't... The only game I think I've gotten, like, I've had a sentimental attachment to is the Kingdom Hearts games, like, because that gets you a little bit. But I won't spoil anything, but a story involving tanks in that was very, very, very emotional, at least to me. It just had a lot of weight. The way they did that was just fantastic. But yeah, I've got a wide range of video games that I like to play. And if you have a 3DS or a Wii U, you should challenge me in Smash Bros. Just say anytime, anywhere.
Sounds like I'm gonna have a challenge with Malice the Fame over here.
Yeah.
That should be interesting.
I'm telling you, man. Unless you want to go for that Switch.
Now that is something I'm looking forward for.
I am too, actually. That's a very credible source, actually, today just announced that it's looking like Smash Brothers will be coming to the Switch, but it will be between the time it comes out and the 6-month period. It's not going to be like a launch thing. They'll be around the 6-month period. And on top of that, some interesting news is we may see Bayonetta and Cloud amiibos come around that time too. Just saying.
Ooh.
No, I wasn't waiting for that.
Now that is some good news. Well, guys, you heard it here first. All right, so moving on, one thing I want to know, and I think a lot of the audience would like to know this too, from both the anime world and the video game world, who would you say is your number one waifu?
Prepared for this question, but I guess I wasn't as soon as I heard waifu. You know what? Okay, I'll give you, I guess I have to give you the real answer, and I'll give you my cheating answer. Okay? No, I'll give you the cheating answer first, okay?
Okay.
So I could cheat and say, I draw, like, anime / manga looking characters, and I also have my cartoon stuff for anime, my animation. Those are two separate things. I can draw very realistic looking anime, chibis, anything like that, even though I'm not animating like that, because, like I said, it's hard to figure out how to turn that kind of artwork to animation, like to layer it right. That's why I use the stuff I have now, because it works. At least I figured it out. So, technically I could say my girlfriend, because I draw my girlfriend. So, she exists in the anime world. That's my cheating it.
Okay.
Way with it. But, yeah, I mean, I love my girlfriend. I've been with her for 3 years now, so just saying, you know, got some relationship goals going on.
Nice.
If you forced my hand, and you're just like, God damn it, I will shoot you. I'll pick someone else, woman. I'd say shoot. Then if you like, fine, bitch, I'm gonna shoot her. Then I'd be like, okay, wait, hold up. I'd probably say, and literally it's just based off of the fact aesthetically the character looks, I guess, is put together very well. I'm more jealous of the creator who made the character. I believe her name is Tokisaki Kurumi, and I haven't watched her anime. I have no idea. I believe it's Date Alive. Haven't watched her anime. You may be disappointed. Actually, she's right there. Just to let you guys know, I haven't got a poster. But I've never watched that anime. But my girlfriend was like, "You're gonna be disappointed because she's very I guess I don't know what the word she used. I think she said like trampy, something like that. Like she's a psycho, and she's let's just say she's very promiscuous. There, that's yeah. I don't mind anime like that. It's just like, I don't know. When I see a character, I'm like, oh, I really like that character, and I find out they're like just this terrible, terrible character. I'm just like, oh my god, like really, always the character. Like I'm gonna find out Ventus dies. I promise you, Ventus is gonna like die, or Roxas is not gonna be a person. I'm gonna be disappointed.
Get ready for the tears.
I'll for you, man. I'll get a cup so you can drink my tears.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I guess I have to pick that one right there.
Alright.
Up in that post.
Alright, so we're nearing the end, so I have one final question for you before we finally sign off. Tell me, what are your feelings on Captain Planet? Okay.
You gotta know this. Okay, first of all, Captain Planet is to me as Donald Trump is to being the president. Okay. He is the president. I am Captain Planet. No, just Captain. Right now, I'm just gonna see this smile. You can figure it out. How I feel about Donald Trump. Honestly, if I have to answer that, honestly, this is gonna sound stupid as shit, but I actually like the Captain Planet theme song. Like, I used to be a little like, excuse my language, but I used to be like a little shit, and I used to be like that dumbass in the back of my parents' car, rocking back and forth to Captain Planet on a little CD thing at the time. I don't know why the hell I liked the song so much as when I was little, but I can't bring myself to actually hate the song. you know. But Captain Planet is nowadays. I mean, if you watch the parodies, that's some good stuff. But if you watch it, just like, oh no, how five children raised their rings or something like that. I don't know. I forgot how it went, but the song was good. You know, you can't beat the song. You know.
That's true. That is very, very true. Well, guys, you've heard Malice the Fame here today. Malice, I'm glad you had enough time to come and have this interview. I really do appreciate it. And I will also have a link to all of his work, his channel, his Twitch in the description box below, and also a link to his channel to subscribe to in the video as well. So, you know, definitely check out his channel. He's got some beautiful, amazing animations. Great stuff.
You'll make you cringe, I promise.
So he says. Well,
But, you know, I'm very familiar with how DryeGuy does it, so if we're going to sign out, DryeGuy, we should count down. Ready?
all right. Well, I'm counting down from what, 5 or 3 or 10?
All right, we'll count down from 3.
All right, and 2, 3.
Yeah. Remember to stay.
Hey, Golden. Thanks for coming here today, Malice.
You know what's funny? I've said that my whole entire life, and I can't believe you say it too. Like,
All right, it was so interesting because, like, when I sent you that voice clip. Okay, guys, a little bit of background information is during one of Malice of Fame's videos I did for him, like one of the more earlier ones. I think it was probably like a year and some change ago that I had did this. At the end of his video, you know, I spoke and gave, you know, the description for, you know, hey, check out his some videos, you know, subscribe to his channel, his Patreon. And at the end, I said, stay golden. And he was not expecting that. So that's kind of how this kept going.
the name of the thing was the Golden Rose, that animation. So it worked so perfectly, and it's something I would say. So when you said it, it clicked. But yeah, I'm giving you guys extra content.
Yes, indeedy. Well.
All right. Well, we'll let you all go, and I'll let DryeGuy do the outro.
All right. My outro's just going to be like this, you know, stay safe, stay beautiful, stay golden, and make sure to praise Captain Planet, because he's our hero. All right, man.